So guys, you guys know I be I be complaining about all the cameras everywhere. I mean, guys, man, do y'all just really stop and think, man? Like, what the hell is going on out here? I know ain't no sense thinking about it too much, but there's some days, man, I just be, I be walking into stores and restaurants and all different type of places, and I see all these cameras. Like I told y'all, the Target stores, guys, it's got to be about 600 or 700 cameras on the ceiling in a Target store. What in the hell do they need all those cameras for? How were we living before and everything was fine when they didn't have all these cameras up, right? How were we getting by before? How were we getting by when we didn't use GPS? I told y'all, man, they gave people a lobotomy. I mean, just stop and think, like, all these goddamn cameras, guys, everywhere. If you was to get in a time machine, like let's say you just time jumped from the 60s and came here in 2023, and you seeing all these cameras, you'd be like, what the hell is this? You'd be like, why do they need all these cameras for? Guys, it's more, and you can't say it's for crime, because there's more crime now than ever before. It's just like living in a state where carrying guns is illegal, but they got the most crime. Places like Chicago got the most crime, but it's illegal to have a gun. What's wrong with that situation? Y'all don't hear about homicides in Las Vegas. Why is that? Because ain't no real criminals out here like out there like that. When the people have the power to protect themselves, when you have the power to protect yourself, don't nobody want no smoke. It's when you don't have the power to protect yourself is when everybody is causing trouble. But anyway, guys, just going back to the camera situation. I mean, guys, there's some days, guys, I get spooked, man. I mean, I really get spooked. What the hell are all these cameras here for? It's more crime than ever before. Wouldn't that be stopping crime? Or all these? No, it's not. The crime is worse than ever before. So why all these cameras up here then? And then, but then I will say this though. If there was no cameras, guys, in a place like Chicago, you have all these different races of people. I always tell y'all about you got all these different races of people here who don't see eye to eye. And I'm not talking about necessarily just different races. I mean, you could talk about Mexicans not liking other Mexicans, that the ones that just got here opposed to the ones that's been here for years. There's all kind of divisions going on, guys, that they have created. Guys, if there was no cameras, like right now, if it was no cameras, it would be a bloodbath. I mean, it would literally be a bloodbath, guys, if it was no cameras. All of a sudden, you woke up tomorrow and there was no cameras. Spirit told me it will be a bloodbath. So you got a lot of people walking around. You got all these demons, body snatch people, possessed people, mentally ill people, disgruntled people. They're mad. People not making money. People are very angry, guys. I see it. People are very, very angry. See, before when you used to watch television, you used to see somebody like a celebrity on TV. It didn't really like bother you that much because you was living a pretty good middle class life. You pretty much had the same thing as everybody else. It really didn't make a difference. But now we dealing with individuals, guys, that are flat out broke, and their life ain't going nowhere, and they know it. And like Elijah Muhammad used to say, the most dangerous individual out here is a person who don't got nothing to lose. And right now they putting most of the population in that. Of course, it's all on purpose. They're just waiting until we all kill each other so they can watch us from the cameras. That's why they got the cameras up there. That's why they got the cameras up there, obviously. Chicago is under punishment, divine punishment. And I don't even need to get into that, guys. You guys, some of y'all who ain't from Chicago, just use your imagination on everything I've talked about. This place is under a major curse, and so is New York City. All the blue states are, because they're the most wickedest places in the country. Is the blue states. Very demonic in the blue states. Um, but yeah, just going back to this camera situation, guys. Oh man, you would think you was living with a bunch of savages, around a bunch of savages, if you got in a time machine from the '60s and came over here to 2023. You'd be like, what? Because if somebody told you, somebody be like, why are those cameras here? You'd be like, oh, if somebody told you it was for protection, you'd be like, well, what happens in 2000? Talking about you coming from the '60s, you'd be like, well, what the hell is going on that people are being so savage? All kind of things is going on. Body snatch, demon possessed, uh, all these cell phone towers that's controlling these people's minds. I mean, the GMO food, people being born not even human beings. But people are very, very disgruntled, guys. I can tell you that, because they know their life is not going in. So when you're looking at it, and they promote this social media so much, where now you're not just watching LeBron James on television, you're seeing these people everywhere you go. You can't get away from them. If you ain't watching TV, then you're seeing them on your phone. You're constantly being gaslighted and reminded that you ain't shit. Of course, you're gonna have a bunch of unhappy people, and it keeps getting worse and worse and worse. If these cameras went up, guys, it'd be a bloodbath. I'm telling you, it will be a bloodbath. What about that Asian dude that I told y'all disrespected me? Well, he's not the only one. Another one did it to me. I have to remind myself that nobody would dare talk to me like that if it wasn't no cameras. I heard some OGs on YouTube talking about that one day. They was talking about, some fight they had got into at a club, and the guy was saying, back then there was no cameras everywhere, so nobody dared disrespect, or else you was gonna get beat the fuck down. But now, like, you living around all these goddamn faggot motherfuckers that don't got no kahunas, and I could be somewhere and some dude just starts talking shit to me, disrespecting me, and he wouldn't dare do that. See, those demons, they know the cameras are up there. There are individuals that pay attention to all this stuff, and they're so glad they're like, man, I'm so glad the camera's up there, because now I can act like a little bitch, and I can talk shit to people I wouldn't dare talk about if those cameras wasn't there. It's me, guys, who forgets about the cameras, because I'll be ready to beat these motherfuckers down. Like, how dare you speak to me like that? You understand what I'm saying? These individuals, probably only where there ain't no cameras is what, a stairwell in an apartment building. That's probably the only place I can think of right now in my mind. Ain't so if this Asian you take that same Asian dude that was talking shit to me earlier, and if I was in a stairwell with this motherfucker, I guarantee you he wouldn't have said nothing to me. They know, guys. They like I say, they live and they know.